Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh here. A lot of you guys know I'm a big fan of pre-workout supplements. I've been using them for a long time. You probably see me writing about them on my website, iwannagetripped.com. You probably see me talk about them on Facebook, and you've probably seen some articles floating around the internet about them too. So I've actually, for the past year or so, I've actually been doing a little experiment to find out which pre-workout supplement I thought topped the list. I've actually been trying 5 different supplements: Super Pump 250, 1MR, Jacked, Black Powder, and NO Explode. So I've tried each of those supplements for more than a month because I don't think that you can formulate an accurate review just by using them for a few days. So I've been trying these different supplements for about a year now, and I want to tell you guys which one I feel tops the list, which is the best pre-workout supplement out there. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about how I determined how they were a good supplement or not. So you're talking about, and you guys know this, if you guys have used pre-workout supplements before, you go by the initial pump that you experience, you go by the initial boost in energy. So, and when I mean initial pumps, I'm talking about the pumps that you experience during your resistance workouts. And then you got your endurance, so how long that you can last and how short of rest time that you have to take between sets. So let's start off the one that I didn't like, and that's black powder. I absolutely hated it. One of the reasons I didn't like black powder is because I didn't experience anything. So I didn't experience an increase in energy. I didn't have any endurance. I mean, really, I just didn't feel anything when I took it. And I even took 2 to 3 scoops, and I kept increasing the dosage just to find out if maybe it was just that I don't know, but it just didn't work, period. So the other thing I didn't like about black powder was about a week and a half using it, I started breaking out in acne all over my chest, my face, my shoulders, my back, and that just is not normal for me. So I actually stopped taking it, and as soon as I stopped taking it, the acne cleared up. So I know that was it. It might have been an allergic reaction or something, but overall, it was just a terrible supplement. I don't recommend it for anyone, and I gave the rest of my container to one of my good friends, actually my best friend, and he said, no man, I don't like it either, so he stopped using it as well. So personally, I think black powder sucks. I don't think it's very good. So that's number 5 out of the 5 supplements that I use. Number 4 is Gaspari's Super Pump 250. Now a lot of you guys have tried it and a lot of you guys have liked it, but personally I didn't think it was that good. One of the reasons I didn't like it is because it was kind of hard to stir and it really chunked up, and it was just, I don't know, I mean the taste wasn't too bad, but it was hard to choke down. So I had to gag it down. And then I didn't really experience a whole lot of energy. I would experience an initial increase in energy for about 30 minutes after I took it. But that was it. So as soon as I started working out, like 10 minutes after I started working out, the energy went away. And I sort of crashed right in the middle of my workout every single time I took it. Now the only way for me to get that away was I had to increase the dosage again. And I was taking 3 or 4 scoops, and it just, it was almost to the point where I was getting sick. And one of the other side effects that I experienced from Super Pump was I was getting really nauseated. Probably about halfway during the workout when it sort of wore off. So my stomach would get real upset. And there was almost a few times where I thought I was going to go and throw up. But I actually didn't. But it was not, personally, I don't like Super Pump. So that's why it's number 4 out of the 5 supplements I use. Number 3. We got BSN's NO Explode. Now, I used to use NO Explode back when I was in college. It was the first pre-workout supplement that I've ever used, and I love it. I absolutely love NO Explode because I experienced that increase in energy. I experienced the pump, so I would get up, and I just felt like I could get a lot more reps than I did. So especially with my bench press and my curls and everything else, and I would bust out a lot more reps while using NO Explode. It's probably from the creatine and stuff in it. My endurance was pretty high too, because I would go throughout the whole workout without getting tired once, which is awesome. Which is what you want to look for when you use a pre-workout supplement. See, and the thing is too that it's not that I don't like NO Explode. It's just that the other 2 that I've used are a lot better than that. So the only thing I didn't like about NO Explode was that as I was using it longer and longer, I had to use more scoops in order to feel an effect, to the point where I was using 3 or 4 scoops again, and I really wasn't feeling anything. And this was after just a short amount of time, so we're talking about a month or 2 after using it, and I don't like that. I'd rather use just the same amount of scoops for 2 months, 2 or 3 months, and then cycle off and then start again without having to increase the dosage. But with NO Explode, I had to increase the dosage, and that's why it's number 3 on the list. So number 2 is Jacked. guys, you guys all love Jacked. I know, well, at least a lot of you guys do who have heard it from me, because I talk a lot about it a lot on my website. And for the longest time, it was my top pre-workout supplement. I didn't find anything out there better than it. I used it for probably 7-8 months. I cycled off it a couple times, but I used it for 7-8 months. I loved it. The one thing about Jacked is as soon as you take it, you get this little tingly feeling that goes through your arms, through your hands, through your face, and your toes, and it's pretty cool. It happens about 15 minutes after you take it, and then you experience that initial rush of energy as soon as you get that tingly feeling, and you're just ready to just go get in a good workout. So I love Jack. It was great because of that initial pump, and plus that energy boost lasted throughout the entire workout, and I didn't really have a crash afterwards. So with Jacked, I mean, it was by far the best supplement that I used for the longest time. And then someone introduced me to 1MR. So Jack's number 2. 1MR is by far the best pre-workout supplement I've used. The one thing I like about about 1MR is that you experience that initial increase in energy just like you do with Jacked. So you get those little pin-like needles, but it's not as pronounced as with Jacked, but you still get that little tingly feeling all over your body. But you experience that initial energy, and then I'm telling you, I've never experienced this kind of an energy rush throughout my workout like I do with 1MR. Awesome pre-workout supplement. I mean, my pumps were there. They were real high. I got a lot more reps. My endurance was great. My energy, like I talked about, the initial energy was just tremendous. So the only thing I didn't like about 1MR, well, it wasn't that I really didn't like it, because I actually enjoyed this because it felt like I was getting in a good workout, but I would have a crash afterwards, so I'd just be absolutely pooped, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with because I felt like I got in a really good workout. One of the other things too, I forgot to tell you guys, with Jacked, if you decide to go with Jacked, don't take it 4 or 5 hours before bedtime. I made that mistake, and I took it at, what was it, 5:30? I think it was 5:30 one night, and I didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m. And no joke, I just sat there and I just looked up to the ceiling like, what is going on to me? So I can't take it. It's probably 5 to 6 hours before bed, or else I am up absolutely all night. So I had to start working out in the morning just so I could take Jacked. So that's just initial warning with Jacked. You guys don't want to experience that. It's not fun. So I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a great pre-workout supplement, try 1MR. It's the best thing that I've come across. It tops my list of pre-workout supplements, and it's awesome. If you want to learn more about the other supplements I talked about, just go over to my site, iwannagetripped.com, and I've got a bunch of reviews on there, and you can even talk to me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/Spence8, SPENCE, and the number 8, and you can talk to me and ask me whatever you want on there. So, there's a lot of other supplements that I've used and talked about, but we'll make that another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Go out and get some 1MR. It's great stuff.